Hey guys, it's Evan the Cat King here with another video. Today we are doing another Total Drama What If. I got these video. I thought of one that I really liked, and I kind of made it very quickly, so I just had it finished. I was planning on making the next video Who Would Win book, but then I just finished this, and I was just like, okay, yeah, it's finished now. Might as well just record it, and then the next video is gonna be a Who Would Win book. Ultimate Dog Rumble for any Who Would Win book watchers are watching this video. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. This one is what if Revenge of the Island and Pahkitew Island were combined into one season? So it's season 4 and 6. I mean, Pahkitew Island is also technically still season 5. It's like season 5.5 considered in like total drama lore or whatever, but it's season 6. It's Pahkitew Island, and so this time we are combining season 4 and 6 together and see what happens. The teams is based on combining the teams from opposite seasons and on the colors of the team symbols. This includes the names. So we have the toxic salmon and the mutant bears, because we had the toxic rats and floating salmon, and then mutant maggots and confused bears. So that is how we got the teams, and let's get right into it now. Now the episodes are set up in a way where it's just each season is gonna take turns with which episode it is. It's just the challenges from those episodes. So we start with the first episode of Pahkitew Island. So it's the challenge. This is my team. This is the challenge where they have to build the shelter, get all the supplies and stuff. This challenge, I feel like, will be won by the same team that won it in the original. In that case, it would be the Toxic Salmon. So, Toxic Salmon win this challenge, leading to the Mutant Bears having to vote someone out. And it will end up being Beardo, just like in the original. Also, I am going to be... Because this is a very long what if, and I don't want to make this a super long one, because I don't want to do that. So I'm going to be putting a bunch of the reasons why of certain things, why a team won the challenge, why the certain person was voted out, in the description down below. If you guys want to check that out, or if you don't really care, then I mean you can just figure out. See the elimination order and just kind of go from there. Bigger, better, brutaler. Now we have the challenge with cutting down the big log and riding it down the river. I believe that the Toxic Salmon would end up winning this challenge too. So, yeah. Yeah, and that means that the Mutant Bears have to vote someone else out, and it is, in fact, Leonard. I love you, Grease Pig. Greasy obstacle course time. This will have teams of 2 taking on the obstacles. Occasionally 1 person if they don't have enough for a team of 2. I feel like the Mutant Bears will be getting their first win of the season here. That leads to the first elimination of the Toxic Salmon. And the person going home, it's Stacy. It's Stacy. Truth or Laser Shark, from Greasy Obstacle Course to Muddy Blind Obstacle Course. This will probably be another win for the Mutant Bears. So now Toxic Salmon will be voting someone out, and that will be, in fact, Dakota. And if you want the reasons for why, then go check it out in the description and stuff. Twinning isn't everything. Playing with balloons is fun. Well, not for this challenge. Especially not for the Toxic Salmon, because they are losing their 3rd straight challenge. Now, I believe that the team will be taking out Amy in this challenge. I also believe that it won't be Sammy playing the twin trick. I think that Amy will just actually be voted out of the team here. So yeah, Amy is gone. Twinning isn't everything. Later on in like the merge stuff, I might explain things a bit I might actually explain some things, but right now it's just it will take too long. Ice Baby. This comes down to the capture the flag snow castle challenge. So who wins it? I feel as though the mutant bears will keep up their winning streak by beating the toxic salmon yet again. I feel as though the elimination is still going to be B. The whole episode ultimately is pretty much the same. It's just the same result, same reasoning and everything. Just Scott completely screws B over, and yeah. Alright, I love you not. It's time for the truth or dare type challenge thing. And I do believe that the salmon losing streak is over. And that makes the mutant bears have to vote someone else off, and I think that person will be Dave. Because for reasons. We don't need Chinese knockoff Zoey and Mike. We already have Zoey and Mike. Finders, creepers, creepy giant Izzy, spider scavenger hunt, and we will have an elimination because someone needs to be eliminated every episode in order to reach a final 2. Because this season, if you combine both casts together, you get a total of 27 contestants, more than the original cast. So it's a lot of people. So you need to get rid of someone every single episode. This challenge gets the mutant bears right back on top as they end up winning the challenge. Now the person getting voted off is going to be Rodney. A blast from the past. Who will be able to succeed in the dueling stick battle challenge? The toxic salmon end up taking the victory in this challenge and prevent another losing streak. The mutant bears decide to vote out Ella. Backstabbers ahoy. Scott is the backstabber ahoy in this episode, so toxic salmon are losing again. That's the whole point of the episode. He's the backstabber. This time I feel like Scott will put his target and focus on someone other than Dawn, and I think that person is going to be Scarlet. Scarlet gets voted out in this episode. More monkeys, more problems. Lots of monkey problems are happening in this episode. This is especially true for the mutant bears, as Dawn solos this whole challenge. Mutant bears are sending someone home, and they will be sending home Sugar. Runaway model. We might as well just jump to saving Lindsay from the Sasquatch. That is what ultimately wins the challenge. Poor bears, because Dawn is still here, and once again she solos. Wait a minute. Wait, what did I do? Wait a minute. I have Sugar voted off in 2 episodes. I'm pretty sure I was... Okay, I think Anne Maria goes out here. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Anne Maria gets voted out here. Why did I have Sugar? Or maybe... I think, actually... I believe that actually is, I think I got these two mixed up. I think Anne Marie goes out there and Sugar goes out there. This is the pits. Now, this challenge is hard to tell because we don't actually see the whole challenge. But we can say that Scott sabotages things so that they lose. Now, I believe, so that means that, the mutant bears move on. Now, this is one thing that I will mention. I believe that Max is gone here. And I see Scott using Max as a scapegoat for what he has done, as people have likely been catching on to his whole sabotaging the team thing. But I feel like he's going to use Max as like a whole scapegoat in this whole entire situation, being that, oh, Max, he's the evil one. He's the one who wants to do evil. He's been making me sabotage the team, or he's been the one sabotaging the team to be evil or whatever. I don't know. I feel like that feels like something that would happen. A mine is a terrible thing to waste. Now we are sending them into another mine. This one is radioactive. Toxic salmon are walking away with another win, continuing this little back and forth with the challenges. And the person getting voted out here is going to be Joe in this case. And 3 zones and a baby. Time to be quiet for the win, and which team will be able to pull that off? I believe it will be the Mutant Bears, and Topher is going home. Same stuff as pretty much the original. The Treasure Island of Dr. McLean. Who gets through the crazy gator swamp and saves Gwen from being buried alive first? That team is Mutant Bears, and Toxic Salmon have to get rid of someone. Now that person getting eliminated is Sam. He almost made it merge. I'm sorry. He came very close, but now we have in fact reached the merge, and I'm keeping them in alphabetical order. I don't know why I feel the need to do this. But yeah, hurl and go seek. We are down to the top 11, and now we are at the merge. We get the challenge, and the first person to get immunity is Scott. Because it's like the eating challenge, and I feel like he's fine with that. So now he is hunting everyone down. Now, I will say that I feel like Scott will end up pulling something very sneaky here. He is supposed to try and catch as many people as possible to stop them from getting immunity. However, Scott is a little schemer, and I feel like he would use the position he is in to send whoever he wants home. The way he does that is catch only one person, so then everybody else has immunity except for this one person. In this scenario, I feel like Sammy will end up being the one caught by Scott and eliminated here. I feel like getting a big screwing over Sammy in this situation for Scott would be a very villainous thing, and Scott is he's the main antagonist of this season, just saying. Time for the go-kart race, and now Scott is coming out on top by blackmailing Mike like usual. Then he gets to choose he gets to choose who goes home, and he gets rid of Mike. So yeah, that episode is pretty much just the same. I don't think Shawn, Sky, or Jasmine would win that challenge over that whole situation. Scarlet Fever. Well, Scarlet isn't here. But secondly, okay. The challenge for this episode will be just a race to the control room of Pahkitew Island or something. We aren't actually on Pahkitew Island, but I digress. Cameron is winning this challenge and gets immunity because he is just too damn smart. Now, I believe that Scott will manipulate things into being Lightning going home instead of himself. I feel like people would be willing to switch their vote from Scott to Lightning, even if people are not the biggest fans of Scott right now. Up and away in my pitiful balloon. Do we have enough flying modes of transportation for this challenge to work with 8 people? I don't know. Either way, Cameron is getting the win here, like in the original. That leads to the vote, and I believe that Scott will finally get the most votes and will be voted out, only to show that he found the immunity totem and saves himself. The results are all based on his vote being the only one that matters, and I feel like I'd see him taking out Sky here. If he had to choose one person, I feel like Sky is his probably biggest, the biggest one that he should probably take out. Skyfall, race to the top of the mountain, and the last one to the top is eliminated in this challenge. Now, the order doesn't really matter. The only one that matters is who comes in last. Person who I think comes in last is sadly our little genius bubble boy, twink man himself, Cameron. He doesn't seem like he'd be able to get to the top of the mountain. You never know. He's crazy. He might pull out his Iron Man suit. I don't know. Eat, puke, and be wary. All right, now we have the cooking challenge, followed by the chef hunt in the woods. The cooking challenge will probably be won by Shawn or Jasmine, as they have shown to be good at foraging. They can easily find actually like good food in the woods and stuff. And I'll give it to Shawn though, because they seem to put more emphasis on him being a forager than Jasmine. I mean, they show it, but I feel like they do like bring it up more with Shawn. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, we move on to the next challenge, and Shawn is winning and getting immunity. Now, I do believe that Scott will sneak by yet again, because I believe that people will be taking out Jasmine here. She just seems like too big of a threat, and there's a big threat in the fact that of her and Shawn being dating. At this point, they are like firmly together, and they need to split that up. So, Pocked with talent. This one is based on who gets the least points after multiple challenges that are chosen by every remaining player. After considering what everyone could choose as the challenge and how they would place in those challenges, I have come to the conclusion that Dawn is eliminated here. Sorry, all you Dawn fans out there. There are definitely a lot of you, but yeah, I had to figure out what people would do. Some of them I just based it off of like how they like their like stereotypes. Like I think I did in like apparently Zoey's stereotype is the indie chick, so it's like indie trivia. I don't know. The enchanted flanken forest. Who can get the flower from Larry and bring it to Chris first? I believe that Scott's going to pull a lightning and sneak away with the flower while the others are busy trying to save each other from Larry. Have I been giving Scott plot armor in this what if? Yes, because we need a villain and he is the best option. Now I think we get an honorable ending for Brick, as I think that he forfeits and lets himself get voted off so that Shawn and Zoey can continue, because they deserve to continue in his mind, and would rather they go on instead of him taking a final 3 spot from them. Brick gets to go out in his honorable fashion, not quite the same way as the original, but still very honorable. He's Brick the honorable man. Lies, cries, and one big prize. This is technically the finale of Pahkitew Island, but for the purposes of this what if, it is only the final 3 challenge. Now we have to go through the final 3 have to go through the obstacles by themselves in a race where the last person to make it gets eliminated. Now we will have Shawn and Zoey work together to make sure that Scott doesn't win the challenge. And it works, as they come in first and second, and Scott is voted out. Well, not voted out. He loses, meaning that Zoey and Shawn come in as the top 2 in our canon and non-canon endings. And yeah, there you go. That is what if Pahkitew Island and Revenge of the Island were like combined together. That's what if. Not gonna lie, I came up with this one. I don't think this wasn't like a comment. I thought of this one, and honestly, after doing it, I would this might be my favorite what if I've ever done. Genuinely, like I actually really like how this season turned out, and like, you know, I like the ability to get a little more freedom with the what ifs is opposed to like just like in this episode that person goes out instead of that person. Now what's gonna happen in the rest of the episodes? Like, this kind of stuff is just a bit more interesting for me, and that's why I am making my own custom season. If you guys haven't checked out the intro for Total Drama Redemption Island, go do that. It's gonna be a very crappy season because, well, in terms of animation, I'll try to make it as like good story wise as I can. Of course, I can't animate. I'm a child still, so But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said before, check down in the description if you want to know like all my reasonings as to why a certain team would win a challenge and why a certain person would get voted out. Just just go check that out if you're interested in that. If not, then you don't have to, obviously. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!